Welcome back, DFW. I am Anthony Cernelia with Ask the Experts radio show on Talk Radio 1190, where we interview experts in the local area. Once again, we have Roger Wakefield from Texas Green Plumbing. If you'd like to get a hold of him, it's 972-442-4101 or on the web at texasgreenplumbing.com. He is speaking with Dianne Villareal with AACES. That's a-aces.com, and that's 214-221-3331. If you'd like to call the radio show right now, we're at 817-787-1190 or 214-787-1190. And I guess, Roger, getting back into this and the testing and having people, just being able to walk in and obviously just pay a fee and do this, that's a health standard for the surrounding communities, not just, for the person, buying the house. That's their neighbor's neighbor, correct?
It's and Anthony, don't get me wrong. I don't think that they're going to set it up where literally you just call up one day and say, look, I want to be a plumber. Here's my money. But it's not going to be as stringent as, to me, the Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners is. But I believe that in plumbing, literally somebody can come in and affect your water system and make you, your neighbors, your city, whoever's sick. And to me, I want to make sure that if I invite somebody into work on my system, they know what they're doing. Would you go to a surgeon if you knew that you've got two surgeons to choose from? You got one that, you know what, I watched it online, I took a test and got my surgery license, so I'm cutting on you tomorrow. Or you've got another one that has actually gone to school and put in the time that it takes to do it. I can read books on plumbing, but I tell you what, I've done it 38 years. I still learn things.
I bet you can write books.
Probably.
The easiest thing to happen in plumbing is a cross connection. And a cross connection is the effective connection of drinking water, quality drinking water, and tainted water.
And that's
sewer
kind of
water.
Like what Flint was dealing with, and
yes, and the prevention of that is from qualified plumbers who recognize these situations, and I mean potential. We see actual, and that just gets our blood boiling. But we need a qualified plumber on every job that oversees the actions and prevents anyone from becoming sick. Anyone.
So let's go back into the report and talking about different things, because this is one that I've got questions or comments from a lot of them on social media. Publishing the disciplinary histories online. And I know Texas does that, and I like that. Me as a plumber, because I believe in I believe in keeping it open, being very transparent. I love the fact that I can look up any plumber online to see if he has a license. I think that when I look up a plumber, when somebody looks up me, if I have any disciplinary histories, it should show up and say, hey, look, Roger has been busted for not doing the right thing and not fulfilling his obligation to a customer and not pulling permits and not doing this and not doing that. That way people look at it and they say, you know what, I don't think I want to use this guy. I love that. What do you think about that?
It's been in the makes for quite a while at the board. Again, financial limitations, computer issues that they are burdened with have prevented them from doing the things that they felt were important for our industry. And I'm not going to say that actually publishing your administrative issue, but to let the consumer know that when they pull up your name, if there has been an administrative issue, that it would be identified there, and then only through open records would you be able to get any further information. I don't have a problem with that. I like that. Like you said, you've done what you need to do, your record's clean.
You bet. So let's move into the next one. And from what Anthony was talking about a while ago over there, and he makes a good point, but let me ask you the way you see it. If the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation takes over the plumbing industry, can anybody just get a license in?
Here's the real issue. They don't feel the need for marking your trucks.
Mm-hmm.
They don't feel the need for identifying the master's number because there will be no RMP anymore. Yes, I could, if I were not licensed, the way I read this report, I could pay my money and I could get me a plumbing contractor's license, and I'd get out there and go to work. Oh, yeah, there's a few other little things I'm supposed to, but what's going to make me do it?
Well, nothing. They're getting rid of enforcement.
It's the beginning of legitimizing the handyman and the unlicensed so-called plumber out there soliciting work with the general public. This is the beginning of it. And if we're not going to have supervision of or license checks, we're opening a floodgate.
That just seems not right. And not to interrupt, or on the social media standpoint, with 4 minutes left, somebody like Angie's List, aren't they in business just to like point people like you out? And shouldn't they get involved as well? Shouldn't they be mad? Like, the owners of Angie's List, because, there are people that they say are qualified are going to be in jeopardy as well.
Well, remember, Angie's List is in the business that they're in the advertising business. They're in the marketing business. And if there's 100 more plumbers that want to advertise through Angie's List can be happy.
Oh, okay. So you can pay to be on Angie's List. That's right.
I'm just saying.
No, and that's what my point, with social media and everything. It's, it's what the consumer believes at that instant, and they don't do any homework on it. They just believe what they see.
Well, let me ask you this, Diane. If I want to go to Austin, which I will be there December the 12th, but if I want to go to Austin, I've only got 3 minutes to talk. And where do I need to go? And really, what do I need to say?
You need to go to the Sunset Finance Committee room in the Capitol. That is E1036, the Capitol Extension. It's at 1400 Congress Avenue. You can park on San Jacinto. There is a parking garage there about 2 blocks away. You'll have to fill out a witness card. You only have 3 minutes. Plan what you're going to say. You need to declare that you are a homeowner, a citizen of this state. You're a licensed plumber. How long have you been a licensee? And declare your support for the Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners to remain as a standalone agency, and for the legislators, our representatives from the state of Texas, to properly fund our agency.
So, my name's Roger Wakefield. I'm a licensed master plumber. I've had my license for 38 years, and I support the Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners as a standalone agency. And guys, if you start off that way, they clearly understand exactly what you're trying to do, what you're trying to support, and what you're trying to say. I know Anthony's fixing to get us out of here pretty quick. I want to tell y'all, I've got this recorded, and I say I got this recorded. We video this, and I'm so glad that, Diane came in because she makes the two of us look a whole lot better. We do this on YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel called The Expert Plumber. Guys, if you want to see this, if you want to comment on this, it's a great place to go. Go to The Expert Plumber, subscribe, ring the bell so you'll get notified every time that we update this. We'll be releasing this over the next month or so. But I do a lot on social media, and a lot of plumbers that are listening to this have seen this through Facebook. I deal with a lot of other plumbers on Facebook that really are trying to make the industry better. And the one thing that I will say, Diane, is most of the feedback that I've got, and I'm on several different plumbing channels on social media, most of the feedback I got says, look, we need the Texas State Board of Plumbing Examiners the way it is. I know you believe that too.
Absolutely.
So if people want to get in touch with you, they can get in touch with you through AACES?
Absolutely.
And tell me a little bit about AACES real quick. What all do y'all do?
We are a approved provider of the state. Any of the required courses to obtain a license, an endorsement, a continuing ed, that's what we're here for, to serve the plumbing industry, to serve our citizens.
Guys, and y'all can get her at www.a-aces.com, Dianne Villareal, and I'm Roger Wakefield at Texas Green Plumbing. On YouTube, The Expert Plumber. Give us a call at 972-442-4101. Anthony,
Yes,
hook
sir.
'em horns, brother.
Hook 'em. That what does it for Ask the Experts radio show this Saturday. I am Anthony Sternelia with Ask the Experts radio show on Talk Radio 1190. We will see you next Saturday right here at 10 a.m. Have a great day.